Besides being considered two of the greatest musicians of all time, Jon Bon Jovi and Michael Jackson are two tycoons who made a lot of money during their careers. But have you ever wondered who had the most luxurious life? In this video, you'll see a fierce battle between Jon Bon Jovi and Michael Jackson. Luxury transportation. Both music stars love to get around safely, but which one had the most luxurious transportation? Jon Bon Jovi, for example, once used a 180-foot-long boat called Rarity for a trip to Croatia. It was a real 5-star hotel on the water, with an interior designed by an Italian designer who injected modernity into the rooms, keeping them highly sophisticated. The yacht can comfortably accommodate up to 12 passengers in its 6 high-luxury cabins. There is also an elevator, jacuzzi on deck, and many other amenities. And to rent this yacht for a week, you have to pay about $260,000. On another occasion, Jon sailed on Galaxy, a super yacht 183 feet long. This boat also offers 6 cabins to accommodate the crew and a comfortable deck with jacuzzi. On the other hand, its interior is more exotic and unusual. And to enjoy yourself on this yacht during your vacation, you have to spend up to $290,000 per week. Michael Jackson, for his part. Although it is unconfirmed, some sources speculate that he owned the Boeing 707-138 aircraft, which had its interior layout completely modified to suit his needs. It is a very rare airplane because only very few units were manufactured. At the time Michael Jackson used this aircraft for his tours, it is estimated that it was worth about $12 million. Since Michael owned his own aircraft, he wins this round. Mansions. The two music icons spared no expense when it came to property, but who lived in the most expensive mansions? Starting with Michael Jackson. One of his most iconic houses is nicknamed the Thriller Villa and sits on a 1.7-acre plot of land in Las Vegas. The Spanish Mediterranean-style residence is quite unique and has 24,700 square feet of floor area. The main entrance reveals a beautiful sunlit foyer with custom wood ceiling design and a hand-painted fireplace. The main living room is quite large, with another fireplace and a beautiful central chandelier, as well as many sofas and armchairs in various rooms. Perhaps the most impressive feature is the 2-story, 74-seat medieval chapel. The ceiling is hand-painted sky art complete with a glorious crown of thorn chandelier and traditional red curtains that add the perfect touch to this extraordinary room. Michael Jackson's suite is very spacious, with some sofa spaces. The main bathroom is made of stone and it has 3 sinks and a dressing table. The house also has a bar area, a kitchen with green tiles, and a giant backyard with several gardens. In 2016, the star's former villa was put up for sale for $9,500,000. Another official mansion that the King of Pop lived in with his family is located in Encino and was bought by his father, situated in the district where the singer was born in Los Angeles. According to some sources, this is the residence where Michael Jackson's daughter Paris Jackson currently lives by herself. The mansion where the King of Pop died is a 17,100 square foot rental property located in the Holmby Hills neighborhood of Los Angeles. Surrounded by a lot of greenery, which guaranteed the singer's privacy, the exquisite classical architecture house was rented for no less than $100,000 a month, but some sources claim that Michael Jackson was considering buying it. And after being available to buyers for a few years, it was finally sold in 2012 for $18 million. Jon Bon Jovi owns the former home of sculptor Edward Clark Potter in the Lily Pond Lane area of East Hampton, New York, which was bought in 2004 for $7.6 million. Another property that the singer has in the state of New Jersey is a 1998 custom-built mansion situated on a 13-acre landscaped lot in Middletown. The main residence of the property is 18,000 square feet in size and has a classic composition that exudes elegance. The entrance hall has a curved staircase leading to the main living room, perfect for formal gatherings, as it has period furniture and a beautiful fireplace. The room also serves as a cinema, as there is an automatic projection screen. The house also has a very spacious game room and a more private living area. Outside, you can see that the mansion has manicured lawns in the front and is 750 feet from the Navesink River, which offers great scenery for the singer and his family to enjoy, as well as a pleasant atmosphere to live in. The site also has great patios for relaxing and several guest houses for guests to stay in. In the back area, There are dining tables on a veranda and a heated swimming pool in front of exceptional views, not to mention that the wooded grounds offer plenty of space for outdoor leisure activities. According to media reports, Jon Bon Jovi bought the property in 1998 and listed it in 2019 for the sum of $20 million, but to date remains the owner of the place. He also bought another house on North Ocean Boulevard in one of the most sought-after areas of the state of Florida. Even more impressive than the previous property, this Mediterranean-style property has incredible architectural details and has over 10,000 square feet of living space. Going inside, the foyer has marble floors and an elegant staircase leading to the upper level, while the main living room is highlighted by ceiling moldings, having sofas in front of a classical piano and others facing a fireplace. The place also includes 7 bedrooms that have differentiated features to suit the tastes of the owners. The mansion also has 9 other luxurious bathrooms, and among the rest of the rooms is a temperature-controlled wine cellar. Going outside, the lot has approximately 28,000 square feet and is also located on the waterfront, offering incredible views of the Atlantic Ocean that make this property unique. There is also a versatile garden surrounding the house, which makes it more welcoming and brings a nice breeze on a daily basis, and the mansion also has a patio with a luxury pool, surrounded by beautiful lawns. According to some sources, to acquire a mansion of this level, the star invested an incredible $43 million. And because he owns more valuable real estate, Jon Bon Jovi wins this round. Point for him. Cars. Both musicians love getting around in beautiful vehicles, but who had the most impressive automobiles? One of Jon's first vehicles was a white 1980 Datsun 280ZX, a Nissan sports car that made an impression with its design. Today you can find this model for sale for as much as $20,000. The rocker has also been photographed using a Ford Escape, one of the best-selling mid-size SUVs in the United States, worth around $30,000. Another car that once belonged to Jon was a 1957 Chevy Nomad, a classic that is worth around $70,000 today. Another old vehicle that was part of the singer's collection was a 1958 Corvette, a rare and stylish convertible that can currently be seen for sale for up to $80,000. One of his most stylish cars, on the other hand, was a custom Dodge Viper, a sports car that went on sale in 2015 for $140,000. One of the cars that to this day transport Jon Bon Jovi is his Chevy Chevelle Ragtop, a very well-maintained 1970s vehicle. Depending on the refurbishments, mileage, and finishes of this model car, it can be worth up to $180,000. Michael Jackson, on the other hand, it is not known exactly how many vehicles were in its fleet, but some sources point out that they were stored in 5 large warehouses. One of the singer's most iconic vehicles was his 1990 Rolls-Royce Silver Spur 2 limousine, a model that can be found at auctions for $50,000. He also had a 1999 Rolls-Royce Silver Seraph, a classic and sophisticated vehicle, whose insides were adorned with 24-karat gold and crystals. Michael Jackson also owned a 1985 Mercedes-Benz 500, a vehicle that after his death was auctioned off to one of his fans in 2009 for $108,000. As early as 1979, he acquired a Rolls-Royce Silver Seraph, a historic vehicle that was customized and used by Michael on special occasions. This is one of the singer's most expensive cars, valued at around $200,000. On another occasion, during a commercial, the star drove a 1987 Ferrari Testarossa, an exclusive car that was offered for sale for $800,000. Other cars that have gone through the King of Pop's garage are a 1998 Lincoln Town Car, a 1954 Cadillac Fleetwood, a 2001 Harley-Davidson police motorcycle, a 1988 GMC Jimmy, among many others. Considering that Michael owned those cars, he wins this round. Other properties. Everyone knows that the two musicians lived in many places during their careers, but which of them owned the most luxurious properties? Michael, for example. Among his most famous expenses is his former ranch called Neverland, a giant 2,700-acre estate located in Santa Barbara, California. The name given to the place makes reference to Neverland, from the character Peter Pan, which goes to show Michael's will to make his childhood dreams come true. And the estate really lived up to its name, with it having a zoo, a private park, a railroad just for fun, 22 buildings with accommodations, which includes a giant main house with architecture worthy of a palace. To get an idea of the figures here, it is estimated that he had to pay about $2,500,000 a year just to maintain his employees who worked on the maintenance of the zoo and mini park. Another thing that also draws a lot of attention at this amazing ranch is the strong presence of nature, something Michael Jackson seemed to be very fond of. After the pop star's death, Neverland lay abandoned for years until it was sold for $22 million in cash to American billionaire Ron Burkle. Michael Jackson also once lived in a luxurious apartment in New York City, in the Trump Tower on Manhattan's famous and expensive Fifth Avenue. With a breathtaking view of Central Park, the apartment was the artist's home after he secretly married Lisa Marie Presley. The four-bedroom property, which already has an exquisite modern architecture, has been remodeled, leaving it in Michael's taste. The building, which belongs to Donald Trump, was rented in the 1990s for 10 months by the singer for the princely sum of $110,000 a month. And it seems that the place is in great demand by other magnates, seeing as soccer player Cristiano Ronaldo bought an apartment there on the 23rd floor for $18,500,000. But nothing compares to Jon Bon Jovi. It is believed that in the late 1980s, he lived in a cozy 5,000 square foot home located in the Rumson district of New Jersey, which is now valued at over $2.8 million. In 2015, he purchased a unit in Manhattan's West Village, which boasts over 4,000 square feet of indoor living space, as well as 3 modern bedrooms and 5 bathrooms showered with luxury. The singer bought the condo for $12.88 million and sold it in 2018 for $15 million. In Florida, he once had a waterfront home in one of the trendiest areas of Palm Beach. It is known that after buying the property in 2018, the singer demolished the residence and built another 2-story home, which has a clean design and over 5,000 square feet of interior space. Among the main rooms of the residence are a living room with high ceilings, which integrates the main dining space. The property also has an elegant office and 6 charming bedrooms, all containing doors or windows that bring an abundance of natural light into the interior. There are also 7 bathrooms, each possessing unique features. One of them, for example, has double sinks, while others have separate glass shower stalls. Outside, it can be noted that the property is only a few steps from the beach, which creates a serene atmosphere for glamorous living near the ocean. The location is also noted for the presence of beautiful tropical trees, as well as having balconies to enjoy the views. According to media reports, Jon Bon Jovi purchased the residence for $10 million and sold it in 2020 for $20 million. Already in 2017, Jon Bon Jovi purchased another apartment, this time in the Greenwich Village neighborhood. Possessing just over 3,600 square feet, the unit has 4 bedrooms and 5 sophisticated bathrooms, with the star shelling out $18.94 million for the place, and then listing it for $22 million. Moving up the price further, the largest apartment that Jon Bon Jovi has owned in New York was a 7,400 square foot indoor duplex penthouse, which has a total of 8 bedrooms and 6 exquisite bathrooms. The singer bought this penthouse in 2007 for $4 million and sold it in 2015 for $34 million. In other words, Jon Bon Jovi easily wins this round. Point for him. Business. Both artists also had other sources of income besides music, but who had the more lucrative businesses? Michael, for example, was a major investor. According to Forbes magazine, one of the singer's biggest investments wasn't even on his own songs. That's because he bought, in 1985, a large catalog of copyrights of other great artists, including 250 songs by the Beatles. At the time, he paid $47,500,000, and 10 years later he sold half of those rights to a company for $115 million. Not to mention the income that this venture would give him every year as the catalog of songs continued to grow. Until in 2016, after the singer's death, his heirs and managers sold half of that music portfolio for $750 million. In other words, Michael knew how to invest and how to make net worth multiply. Meanwhile, Jon Bon Jovi doesn't only like to fill stadiums in his concerts, but also with American soccer games, having already been an entrepreneur in this sports business. From 2004 to 2009, for example, he was the founder and principal owner of the professional team Philadelphia Soul. Already in 2011, John expressed interest in buying 15% of the Atlanta Falcons team for $150 million. In 2014, a group of investors, including John, reached the final round of bidding to buy the Buffalo Bills, but the negotiations did not go through. Currently, the rock star and his son Jesse Bon Jovi have launched their own brand of wine called Hampton Water, which is a sales success. Another field that has already earned him a good deal of money is acting, appearing in films and series such as in No Looking Back and Ally McBeal. Since Bon Jovi has more diversified businesses, he wins this round. Net worth. There's no doubt that both musicians have made a lot of money over the course of their careers. But who had the biggest accumulated net worth? With his breathtaking performance and timbre, Michael Jackson was an idol with a global reach. No wonder that his History World Tour in 1996 brought together 4,500,000 fans, playing shows in 35 countries on 5 continents and earning $165 million. However, with his record sales, Michael Jackson broke records for having the world's best-selling album, Thriller, with it having sold 121 million copies. According to Forbes, before his death, the artist had made billions of dollars, adjusting for inflation. However, with so many expenses and exorbitant spending from a life full of luxuries, he ended up leaving debts. But since Michael's legacy is gigantic, to this day his music is remembered, played, and sold. And all this money collected after his death is managed by a team that owns the rights to the singer. Thus, the singer's accounts could easily be recovered. One of the ways of monetizing his songs is digitally. On the streaming platform Spotify alone, for example, the King of Pop reaches more than 34 million plays in a month, making an approximate revenue of $136,000. On YouTube, Michael Jackson has over 27 million subscribers and receives more than 150 million views each month. In all, the trusteeship of Michael Jackson's estate has made $2,100 million from the singer's music rights as well as from re-releases and concerts in his honor since his death in 2009. In total, it is estimated that the King of Pop has earned, from his lifetime to the present day, about $4,100 million. Jon Bon Jovi, on the other hand, has as one of his biggest sources his world tours that draw huge crowds. In a typical touring year, his band can easily rake in millions of dollars. In 2019, for example, with the project This House Is Not For Sale, the band raised $135 million from ticket sales worldwide, while John earned $40 million individually in that period. In the year 2010, the band made $200 million with the Circle Tour in 80 performances, which represents earnings of $3.8 million for a single show. Another way John makes money is with the sale of physical albums or his singles distributed on digital platforms. To get an idea of the relevance of the band, to this day Bon Jovi has more than 20 million plays of his songs on Spotify, ensuring a good passive income for the singer. Not to mention the other streaming platforms. And being so successful for so many years, today John is considered one of the richest rock stars, with an estimated net worth of $410 million. And for having amassed a huge fortune, Jon Bon Jovi wins this round. Point for him. At the end of this battle, we have 2 points for Michael Jackson against 4 points for Jon Bon Jovi, with the rock star being the champion. But if you think there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, write your best justification below. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel Dios to satisfy your curiosity.